Hello everyone, welcome to Man Manga Boy Right Stuff Anime Top Picks for the Holiday Sale Week 5. We're already in our preferred modality to view these titles today. Newly added art books, manga, manhwa, and always A to Z, 96 per page. And I've got my kitty cat on my lap. So let's dive into it. Speaking of my kitty cat, see its tail? That's my kitty cat's tail. It's my daughter cat. We got A Man and His Cat 1 through 7 on sale, $30 a bundle. This is a really good, relaxing series, definitely heartfelt, wholesome series. It's really about a man who's a pianist. He lost his wife, gets a cat. He loves the cat, just like I love this cat. And yeah, it's all about their adventure together. It really starts off as the cat's point of view for the most of it, and then it starts to kind of segue into a alternation between the man and the cat's point of views, depending on the story that they're trying to tell. It is a pretty good but light or thin volume, so if you grab it and you're like, man, is this really worth, I don't know, $8? Is that about right? No, a little bit more than $8. It's like between $8 and $9 for 4. I would say yeah, per volume. I don't know if I would want to pay full price on it unless you really like cats like I do, or if you really like men. I don't really like men that much, but some people might. Antique Bakery, I don't know anything about that. A Returner's Magic Should Be Special, Model Volume 1. I got 2 very similar series. This was actually one I liked quite a bit more. It wasn't super great, I'll be honest. I don't know if manhwa has super good isekais or not, other than really... Well, I guess Solo Leveling is not even an isekai, right? So I thought this one was okay. It's pretty much on the title. If you liked the second, The World's Strongest Sage, Reincarnated with the Weakest Crest, it's very similar to that. But since there's only one volume out, it's hard to really gauge it. Assassination Classroom, great series. I really didn't like it at the start. But it takes off real good, especially around volume, this bundle area here. If you can make it to here, I think smooth sailing, you're gonna love the series. At $26 for 5 of them, pretty good price, just a little over $5 a volume. There is, of course, a box set available for it. Sometimes people can get it for a little bit cheaper, but I think it'd be hard to beat that price. BTX is a series by the same creator of Saint Seiya. So definitely worth checking out. Obviously, it's $1. This is the only volume that's pretty easy to grab. I think it's called BTX, but I would only grab it if you're planning on going hunting for it, or if for whatever reason you just need 16. Pretty unlikely though. Blue Giant Omnibuses 1 through 5. So this is 10 volumes for the price of $59. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. Let's do the math here, okay? Let's see what good old 7 Seas is trying to give us here. I don't know why I didn't just move the decimal over. I'm an idiot. So it's just about $6 a volume. This series gets like massive praise, especially from musician heads or jazz heads like Prof Otaku, who really loves the saxophone player. I was just being lighthearted and silly with him, and I said it was Large Blue, some manga about some jazz flautist. But yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about it. I was just joking with them when I said all that stuff. But definitely interested in grabbing this series. I threw it in my cart right there. You can see it. Bamba, manga by Tezuka, Osamu Tezuka, as a matter of fact. I don't really know much about it, so I grabbed it because it's Osamu Tezuka work. I'd like to grab all of the Osamu Tezuka works if I could help it, but it might be a little bit harder since some of them are severely out of print, such as Phoenix and Blackjack. Good luck grabbing those. I know I am probably going to pray for a reprint by Vertical or Kodansha at this point. Buddha 1 through 8. This is the complete set. This is a pretty good deal. This is about what I got my box set for. There's only 2 things to really keep in mind about Buddha, and that is there is an Indian print with a kind of a worse paper quality, and a vertical print which is a little bit of a better paper quality, but the Indian print Buddha. Comes with this, that's a box set. Comes with a beautiful spine that's continuous. You can see it here. A lot of you guys are probably more familiar with this version of it. The vertical ones look more like this, which is really annoying because it is the superior version of Buddha. But, you know, the translation and everything like that, I believe, are still the same. But the paper quality on the Indian print, which is this one here, is severely lacking. It'd be really nice if they could kind of combine them. They did at one point have this vertical release where it was all hardcovers, and it made that like beautiful kind of a montage you see here. However, this is super out of print. I think it was on purpose. I think it was just supposed to be a limited edition run. But also the problem with the hardcovers is you can see that the folds kind of distort the face a little bit. So actually I do kind of prefer the flat ones, the flat paperback spines to it. However, I am just lying to myself and would of course much prefer hardcovers if I could get my hands on them. So those are just things to keep in mind if you were to get Buddha. You know, just a few different options that you could go forward with that instead of having to get the vertical paperbacks. We also have Trumpets 20th anniversary 1 through 4. This completes the set. These are all hardcovers. They were on sale during the Barnes & Noble thing as well. It's not a bad deal. You're pretty much getting a book off, so it's not too bad. This covers the whole series. Apparently Trumpets is really sad. Haven't ever read it, but like really popular when I was in school, so I don't know. I do have that whole series. I'm trying to get all the clamp works that I can get my hands on, but I really do wish they were all hardcover, which they're not. Not yet anyways, maybe one day. I think it's just Trumpets X, Trumpets, Clover, Magic Knight, Ray Earth, and also the Cardcaptor Sakura Vanilla series are hardcovers. The rest of them are paperbacks, which is kind of annoying. Devil XSC Manga 1 through 2, I believe this finishes it. Shuzo Oshimi work here. Not sure, though. Yeah, only 2 volumes, that's what I thought. So I've heard mixed things about it, but only 2 volumes. I grabbed this as well. I figured, what the heck? $30, not bad. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know anything about these. It just looks weird. Something about that Divalicious just doesn't sit right with me. I don't know what could possibly not sit right with me about Divalicious. Gambling Apocalypse Kaiji, volumes 1 through 3 by Dempa. This series is like really well renowned as one of the more thought-provoking series. Think of like Alice in Borderland, but with card games and other, well, not really card games, but gambling games. There are multiple different arcs to this series, and I guess there's even a Netflix live action film, which I didn't realize. Oh no, sorry, that's just a different work called Animal World. Anyways, this series is coming out at a snail's pace. I feel like it's 1 volume a year. That being said, if you don't mind the art style being kind of funky, just old school, it's just the way this guy draws. Nobuyuki Fukimoto, he is really famous. And well known for his great stories. If you can get over his art being a little funky in this really slow release schedule, maybe just you want to grab these 3 until more come out, so that way you can kind of have like a backlog of it, so you can read it at once if you wanted to. $38 or $40 isn't a bad price for it, for sure. Gleipnir, this series I watched the anime of. It was pretty freaking twisted. Essentially, this guy gets the ability to turn into a stuffed animal, and this girl is able to enter in through his zipper on the back and help control him to get over his fears. He later learns that he can actually fuse with people and make this really crazy hybrid thing right here. He also finds out that this girl has a sister who also has powers, and there are other people who have powers as well. So these 2 are trying to get these gold coin things, and these gold coin things are belonging to an alien who crash landed here, and he's giving people wishes if they return the coins to him so he can leave and go home. Coins act as a fuel, I think he said. So it's a little bit of an interesting plot. It's really gruesome, very gruesome. You'll notice when you get these, they come wrapped up. Oh, I'm sorry, he transformed into this thing. He transformed into that thing. But it looks like he does transform into this thing, because that looks kind of fucked up. So yeah, I really am a big fan of it. It is, like I said, super twisted, super dark, worth getting into if you like that kind of thing. Speaking of happiness, volume 1 through 10. I know it doesn't sound like it'd be all that happy, but it is. 5, 6, and 7 are almost never on sale, so they are on sale here. They are just not included in a bundle, I guess. So that's odd. But yeah, I don't really know why that is. Anyways. Oh, only 5's on sale. Why? Is it just because it's out of stock? Why? Anyways, you could grab it on something like Omnibus or something like that, probably pretty cheap. This is a lot like Shuzo Oshimi take on Tokyo Ghoul. If you were a big fan of Tokyo Ghoul, definitely check out the series. It's a pretty quick read. And apparently it's a little bit darker than Tokyo Ghoul since it is a Shuzo Oshimi work. Hard for me to compare it since I've only read Tokyo Ghoul, haven't read Re yet. But I would really like to read Happiness. I do have it. I just have to, of course, read it, which I want to read after Re. Hatsune Miku, Hellgate, I don't know any of these things. I belong to the baddest girl at school, 1 through 5. Another series I don't really know anything about. Kill Me, Kiss Me. Alright. Living Room Matsunaga-san. I don't know anything about that, but it looks like it's got a lot of volumes out. Las Guias. I almost bought this once and then I realized it was porn and I canceled my order. I thought it was like a Code Geass spinoff. Marginal Operation. This is not by a super famous author, Daisuke Kimura. However, this is like their most popular work, and there is a number 2 after the series was completed. And I don't know why that pops up. Anyways, and I have always been interested in grabbing it. It's very commonly on sale. It is by J Novel Club. I really am a big fan of J Novel Club's releases. I think they do a really stellar job with releasing their series, so I am going to grab it. Essentially, this is about an otaku who loses his job after his company dissolves. He's unwilling to return to his old neat ways before he got that job, and he applies online to a private military security company, thinking the benefits will be great. After what he appears to go across a baffling test, he's assigned to be an operator of operators, I know, right? And begins his training in a foreign country. That's kind of all they give us to go off of, at least for this first bundle here. I've heard pretty good things about it, but I'm always mixed with military manga. Sometimes I like them, sometimes I hate them. Depends how much politics is involved versus strategy. I like more strategy than politics. Sometimes, though, you definitely need both, but I don't want to deal with both. So that's kind of a me problem, I guess. Are there only 11 volumes to this series? Let's see. No, I think 11 just came out and that's why it's here. Interesting. It might be a good series to pick up. I think I'm going to grab the first bundle just to make sure I like it. I might grab the first 2. But this one is, like I said, frequently on sale. So if you are ever not sure about picking it up, maybe wait. There's certainly a lot of other stuff going out these days. Multimind Mayhem, Isekai Tensei, Sodoki. I don't know how to say that manga. This series I find to be okay. I definitely thought the concept was going to be a lot more memey when it first came out, but it ended up being more of a harem politics manga, which is okay, I guess. Essentially, these 2 characters over here are not reincarnated, but their minds are put into this guy. This guy also has his own mind. His name is Bard. So Bard has his own personality and mind, okay? This kid from like modern day high school, has his own, mind in his body and is able to take over his body when he needs to. And this guy is an old-fashioned samurai who died and retired and is like really experienced, with the sword, obviously, and huge fan of money. Can also take over his mind whenever he needs to. So this kid is also a prince, and he's really smart on his own. However, this guy is apparently a genius. I don't really know too much about him, honestly. I thought that he was just a slacker guy, and then all of a sudden he can build all these different inventions and knows all these things about the world and can make pumps, and It's like, what? How in the world can you make shampoo? You stupid high schooler. Like, I don't know how to make fucking shampoo. Like, I went through high school. Did I miss that class? I mean, I think they told us how to make soap, but shampoo and beauty skins and wells. I was like, wait a minute, this goes kind of far. And even if they did teach us that, I don't remember it. Like, who remembers that? That was just... Anyways, I just thought it was kind of funny. So I thought it was gonna be more of a jokey kind of crazy manga, but it is not. It's played pretty straight. It does have a lot of jokes in it, don't get me wrong, but I thought it was gonna be like one of those things where it takes this bizarre concept and just runs with it. It doesn't really run with it. It just is like, this is the concept, this is the world, we're going with it. The main character is like the most badass character in the world, and everybody bows to him and wants to have sex with him. So it's one of those kinds of isekai. So yeah, I love Mixup. I hear good things about it. I guess should probably look into it because I hear good things about it. I don't know. Let's see. Blah 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 blah. Let's see what this author has written in the past. It is a Shoujo B title. They've only written My Love Mixup. I guess that seems odd. Anyways, it is a very popular title. That could probably be why, I guess. I hear a lot of good things about it, if I'm remembering right. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong title. Not one I'm going to pick up, though. I'm not really big into BLs personally, but I think it's a BL. Maybe it's not a BL, but I think it is. Whatever. Not for me. If you guys like BLs, I guess you should check it out. Nichijou is very good series, comedy kind of a manga, so don't take anything you read in it. Don't buy it thinking you're going to take anything you read in it too seriously. See Volume 1, for example, where there is this deer as a student. Everybody takes it super seriously except for one character. It is like, why is there a deer here on my desk? And everyone is just like, don't be rude, blah, 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 blah. It's a funny series. This author went on to write City afterwards, so if you are a big fan of this, definitely check out City after that. But you can see the price here is not too bad. This does have a box set, though. I think the box set goes for $100-ish, maybe a little less, so also keep that in mind as well. Let's see what the box set's going for right now. Actually, I'm just kind of curious. I don't really need to know because I already have it, but like I said, I kind of just want to know what this box set looks like in price. Oh my god, what the fuck is this? Boob Monster. I'm going to ignore that. That is... Oh, it's back again. Alright, we're going to open this now. $87. So yeah, $87 for the box set, not even on sale versus... where were you? Oh my god, there's so many porns. Right stuff is turning to porn stuff. Let's see, that's 20, 40, 65-ish. I mean, it's like, you save $10. What the fuck is this? Who reads this stuff? Oh my god. Anyways. I don't know. Oh yeah, 16 plus. Yeah, definitely want to leave the lady who has boobs bigger than her whole body for a 16 plus year old. Excellent. Nice looking out, guys. Speaking of Parallel Paradise, this is an isekai where he's building the best harem and needs to mate with as much women as possible. I know what you're thinking. Isn't that World's End? Apparently it's a very similar plot. Where they don't have men in this parallel world. And only the main character is man, so they're all over him. Yep. That's the way it went. I don't know what any of these are. Rose Hip, this is by the same creator as GTO. Shido Can't Say Her Name. This is a one-off by Shuzo Oshimi. Let's see, what else do we have? We're almost at the end here. Star Trek Summer Wars Complete. The ending is a little different than the manga, than the movie, so definitely check it out if you are a big fan of it. Otherwise, it's not worth really grabbing, I suppose. But it is a pretty good story. I was a huge fan of the movie. If you watched Digimon the movie from when you were younger, probably. It's very similar to that, where they go through the internet to stop Diaboromon before the nuclear onslaught hits. Bravely Default, pretty fun JRPG. If you guys ever wanted the art, which in my opinion is beautiful, check it out. The Boxer, I just read this the other day. Superb manga. Definitely check it out. The Case Study of Vanitas, 1 through 8. $28 a bundle. That's like $56. Not a bad deal at all. Already out of stock. Fuck. People are already picking it up. This is, I don't think the continuation of Pandora Hearts, but it is written by the same author. So definitely excited to grab it. Jun Mochizuki. So this is one of the, in my opinion, main titles that Impress is releasing. You can see that it also has an anime. I think that the anime is way further ahead than the manga in the English release at this point. I was always concerned about whether I should grab it or wait for a Pandora Hearts-esque release where they have the cool kind of case with the jewel on it. But Prof Otaku made a good point and said, okay, so you're going to wait like 30 years for the series, which isn't even done yet, to finish, only for the possibility that it's going to have one of those releases. So I jumped on this bundle. I'm like, it could just go out of print and then I could just sell them for that. Okay, so I think that's what we'll go with. The Elder Sister Like 1 manga. This also looks like porn. So I'm not gonna grab that. The Men Who Created Gundam. I'm on a huge Gundam kick, and I did grab this in an earlier sale this year. It's a very funny, insightful look into the creation of Gundam. Definitely worth checking out if you are a huge fan of Gundam. I am, so I can't wait to read it. I just finished Double Zeta and Char's Counterattack. I gotta say, I was really upset that Char's Counterattack was like a sequel to Gundam, the original, and not like a continuation of Zeta or Double Zeta, like how Zeta is a continuation of the original Gundam, and then Double Zeta is a continuation of Zeta. So that was really annoying. It is, of course, later. It's after Double Zeta. And a few characters are kind of carried forward, but it's like really only one. They reference certain events that happened in Zeta, not so much Double Zeta though. But yeah, that's just my Gundam rant for now. Tale of the Outcast, Way of the House Husband. Not a bad price for it for sure. To Your Eternity, 1 through 17 looks like it is on sale. I heard if you got up to 1 through 12 from Prof Otaku, you may as well consider it the end. I know I'm talking a lot about Prof. I've been chatting with him too much lately. He's invaded my videos now, my train of thoughts with these manga recommendations. Anyways, I'm really curious to see what could go so wrong. I heard nothing but good things about this series until all of a sudden he said that, and I was like, really? It gets that bad? And then they were like, yep. It is super good, and then once you hit volume 12, everything's wrapped up, and then you're like, why could it continue on? And then it continues on, and it apparently is just so bad, and it doesn't make sense. So I'm excited to see why that happens. I really like to hear when good manga take a bad turn. I'm always excited to check it out. Usotoki Rhetoric, I heard great things about it. It's just 1 volume, $7. I grabbed it. What else do we have here? World's End Harem. Yep, see, more porn. So, if you're fapping, you're fapping good tonight, friends. That's for darn sure. Don't let me stop you. And that'll do it. That'll do it for this week. I think that this was the last week of the Right Stuff holiday sale. Again, Right Stuff has done something a little unusual this, lately, where they have everything on sale every week. So you probably have noticed that in the past, I'm sure. So make sure you grab anything that you were on the fence about and you were like, yeah, should I grab it, should I not get it? Now, if you feel like, a few things are, like you're gonna really miss out on them, now's a good time to get them. If you feel like they're not worth it, maybe get them out of your cart, okay, and put something better in there, or maybe just save it for the next sale in the summertime, the holiday, the birthday sale. So that'll do it for me. Let me know what you bought down below. If you enjoyed this whole thing, let me know with a little hug there in the comment section. Use my little Right Stuff affiliate link to buy your stuff, and give me a like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it a lot. See you next time. Bye-bye.